So John Brzezinski thinks that Alizhan is going to hook Morozov, and we all know what happens when Alizhan hooks someone. It is already over. Let's take a look at and compare the training footages of both of these arm wrestlers. Morozov first. Morozov is a funny guy and he trains really hard. Not as hard as he used to because he's still kind of making his comeback from the injuries on both arms. But this is the first one. 120 kilos for 0 reps. He's trying to be funny here. I don't really find anything funny here. Maybe it's just a typing mistake. But he did 3 reps here. To be honest, I don't really find it too impressive. 120 kilo, 3 reps, cheat curls, coming from a guy who weighs almost 140 kilos. I think there are many arm wrestlers who can do that while weighing much less than Morozov. Then this stuff is impressive. Although he can move his body a lot, but he cannot move his elbow. It's kind of a weird variation of a preacher hammer curl, if you can call it. He did 3 reps with 50 kilos, but I'm not sure why he's doing that with his right arm. Did he forget that he has a left arm upcoming match? Or maybe he was training for Hermes Gasparini? I'm not sure. Then this is some serious stuff. 130 kilos for 3 reps, I guess. Super cheat curls. It cannot be more cheat curl than that, but still 3 reps or 4 reps, I guess. Let's see. No, 3. Then he goes up to 140 kilos. Now we are entering serious arm wrestler specific territory. Bodybuilders cannot manage to do these weights. 140 kilo for 1 reps. He almost failed it, but then he got it. Why I'm saying that? This is a bodyweight cheat curl. Now this can be respected for a big guy. I've seen some 100 kg guys do multiple reps with 110 or 120 kilos. That's why I was saying maybe not that impressive. Now let's take a look at Alizhan Muratov's training footage. So now he's doing 50 kilos and he rides at 50k for 3 reps. Cleaner than Morozov, but this version standing up when your elbow is not blocked against something, it's easier than the one that Morozov was doing. But this is on the left arm, so it's actually meaningful for the match. Then it says 100 kilos. Seriously? Are these really 25 kilo plates? He does a couple of reps with that. Really impressive. Alizhan weighs about 102, 3, 4 kilos, I guess. And doing a couple of reps, couple of half reps with 100 kilos, it's unbelievable stuff. Then his traditional style, calling you to watch the videos, and some cupping work with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 70 kilos. Impressive stuff. And there we have 110 kilos, I think. Yep, 110 kilos, a couple of reps. So not as strong as Morozov. We'll see what happens in the match. So here he's doing 101. Is that 101 kilos? He's doing some partial reps on the neutral grip pull-up, I guess. Yeah. 3 1/3 reps. So that's it from Alizhan Muratov. I think Morozov is in trouble. And I think Alizhan is also in big trouble. Why am I saying that? Because Alizhan can hook almost anyone in this world. Maybe not Vitaly Laletin and maybe, just maybe not Devon Larratt. But Morozov can be hooked. Tadikian hooked Morozov multiple times. Ivan Metushenko hooked Morozov multiple times. So it's not like Morozov is unhookable. In fact, he prefers to go there. He has a top roll too, a very good one. He took Vitaly Laletin's wrist round 1. So we cannot question his top roll. But I don't think it is going to work on Alizhan Muratov. And as John Brzezinski was also saying that Alizhan has too much cupping, too much wrist curl, Morozov will be forced in a hook. If the match goes in a hook, can anyone really stop Alizhan Muratov? It's difficult, man. It's difficult. A common match to compare, Morozov had a more difficult time defeating Ivan Metushenko than Alizhan. I think Morozov may have lost a round or 2 on fouls, or maybe not. But surely that match was more difficult, more demanding than the Alizhan versus Ivan Metushenko match.
Hook is applied, and there is a big drive.
Although Alizhan also got himself into some trouble in round 1, he had to bail out with a foul. He may have lost that round.
Who will be the fastest finger on the trigger? Big drive, massive attack for Muratov. But Ivan Matyashenko is equal to it on that first drive, and he...
But after that, he simply smashed Ivan Metushenko 4 times in a row. So common opponent, Alizhan has the edge. Alizhan has always defeated Morozov, although they may have faced last time, it was about 5 6 years ago. But Morozov has never been able to stop his Kazakh. I shouldn't call him a training partner, but countryman, fellow arm wrestler. So that's why if Morozov wins this match, and it's not sure if he's going to win it or not, it has to be a comeback match like the Dadikian match. It has to be a 4-3, not a 4-3, but a 3-2 grinding war. And Alijan may even sweep him 3-0 because once the match goes in a hook, his endurance is incredible. It's not like Dadikian, it is better than Dadikian. So if we see Alijan winning some hook battles, then it's over for Morozov. But Morozov can also say that Petrenko gave a really good match to Alizhan Muratov. We have seen what Devon Larratt did to him. 105 kg Devon Larratt did to him on the right arm. And Petrenko's right and left are similar. So Petrenko's level is not that great. It's not comparable to the super heavyweights. So maybe Morozov has something there, but it is not sure. So let's get to some details of this match. Robert Baxter said that the winner of this match will get Vitaly Laletin. So there will be a title shot. And Alijan versus Dadikian is also almost confirmed for the 115 kg title match. Alijan was saying that he's happy that finally he got an opponent. He can train seriously. All of these things are from a couple of weeks ago. Morozov was saying that he's feeling good. He got some IV treatment, some PRP treatment. He's training a lot. He's not at his maximum peak potential yet, but he will soon get there. And still there is about a month time left before this super match actually happens. So Devon Ladd was saying that it's wild for Alijan to be arm wrestling for the number 2 spot in the world. He's about to face and maybe even beat a guy who was world number 1 for many years, and he's legit number 2. Some people believe that he only lost to Vitaly because there was an injury. Otherwise, he still would have been the champion of the world. That's how serious Morozov is. And Alijan can possibly take him down. But Devon doesn't really think so. He believes that Morozov is too powerful. He's too strong. He's going to be too much for Alijan to deal with. And I also agree with, even if their strength is kind of equal, just because the strength from Morozov is going to come from much more muscle mass, a bigger bone structure, even if he has less endurance than Alijan, he may be able to sustain that power just because of the structure. Let's see what happens. Usually they say that the bigger guys have less endurance. It may be true, but the bigger guys can easily force things that they want to force on the smaller guys. I think it is going to be an amazing match. One of the matches that I'm really looking forward to, and it is going to be a war if Morozov wins. Otherwise, Alijan may even clean sweep. Thanks for watching. Use code Pradeep for 5% off or the link in the description to purchase anything from the store, East versus West store, and you'll get some discount.